Hey, I'd like to take a moment and talk to you about an amazing group of people that I had the opportunity to spend an entire day with today, and those were our first responders. I was here at the University of North Carolina, Charlotte's Fire and Rescue Management Institute, where they brought in about 60 members of their institute, all first responders, fire chiefs, captains, all the way down the line, where we had the opportunity to talk about how do we build trust and reputation, not only within their organization, but also within their communities. You can see some of the work behind me here that they went through in the conversations, and I gotta tell you, it was just absolutely amazing the depth to which they went and the topics that we covered, everything from diversity and recruiting, all the way to community perception, all the way to the generational gaps in management, where they got the old guard and the new guard. Not too different than what we experience in our corporate worlds on a day-to-day basis. But I'll tell you, these folks are the most committed, focused group of individuals that I've had the pleasure of spending time with, and it was an absolute pleasure really digging into some of the issues that they're facing in an evolving landscape, in an evolving market. And I say it that way because it truly is a market for them, and how they're getting their funding, how they're retaining their funding, how they are getting the support from local and state governments. It really is a lot of work to be out there every day doing the work that they are focused on. And I'm gonna tell you, if you haven't today, please take a moment, stop, find that first responder, thank them for the work they're doing, thank you for their time, because the work they're doing is so critical, and I know firsthand that when you need them and they're there, man, they're like angels from the heavens. So take that time, thank them, and really take a look around here and see the amazing work, and hopefully we're gonna see these action steps being put into play in some of these communities in which they're serving. Hey there, we just wrapped up this morning's radio episode, and it was a great one. The focus was on the word trust, and potentially the crisis of trust that we're finding ourselves working in today. The central part of this was based around a statistic that I found from the Harvard Business Review that stated that 58% of employees would trust a stranger over their boss. Let that marinate over you for a second or two. 58%. What is going on? As leaders, it's our responsibility to build trust amongst our team that will lead to a stronger reputation. So here are 3 things that you can do in order to start building trust today. First, pursue understanding, not responding. How often does it happen when somebody comes into your office and they're looking for a solution, and all you're doing is thinking about a solution instead of understanding how we got to where we are? If you stop and ask questions, not only will you come up with better solutions, but you're also going to empower your team to find better solutions, not just you. Number 2, own your mistakes. We often as leaders say we're working fast, we're running fast, we rationalize, we make excuses for mistakes. Remember, as the leader, you're setting the example for your team. What you see and what they see is what you get and what they expect. Third, follow through. Follow through on your commitments. Commitments are promises that we make. Every promise we make builds trust. Every commitment we don't keep does what? Right, breaks trust. So, if you find yourself where you have too many commitments, try this. Stop saying yes so much. Try delegating more, prioritize, but on top of everything, make sure that you are following through on your commitments. So put these 3 into play today, and I bet you're gonna see greater success in your company, your team, and a better reputation.